Hello, everybody. It is April 23rd, and right now we're taking a quick look at VeChain through all the madness that's happening in the crypto world right now. There's important to go back to basics and understand how things go and what we should be always careful of in terms of either investing, trading, or just basically just placing your money in a risky market like this one. For today, we're gonna look at VeChain. We're gonna take a look at support and resistance levels. We got Brendan with me on the line. How's it going, man?
Yes, what is up? We got some very important stuff to discuss with VeChain here, so looking forward to diving into it.
Oh wow, you're so professional, huh?
Yeah, that's exactly me,
So
professional.
that's so that's the main thing we're taking a look at right now. And obviously, with everything that's going on, we want to make sure always that the chart is not what you should base your plan on. It just gives you a bit of visibility of where prices should go, or where you expect buyers to come in or sellers to come in. But it definitely doesn't mean that that's how it will work for sure. It's just a forecast of where the price will be. And obviously, here, if you're watching recent videos we had a couple of times where we're finding exactly where the support is. We put that video up for you guys, and we always see like a nice uptrend. And for the past 6-7 months here, we've been calling things properly. I wouldn't say properly, but more we can catch a reversal or a trend before it happens. But overall, that's not going to happen every single time. So in this video, you want to discuss that and maybe give you a bit of confidence in the market, or try to understand it, because Brendan, I'm pretty sure you agree, but it's not going to hit the target every single time. It's not going to find support every single time. And whatever we say, hey, look, there's going to be a breakout here. Technically, we're supposed to break above it. And if we don't, doesn't mean that as soon as the video is done, this thing's going to blow up, right? So something you always need to keep in mind. It's a risky market, and we need to be careful, basically. So
Yeah,
I just had to say that.
no, 100%. Look, there
My
there
chest.
is there is risk in these markets, and it's good to provide caveats. But I kind of want to call you out for a second because you said we shouldn't base everything based off charts, and you're sounding like a fudster there, man. You're sounding like
I'm not. No, 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 no. I'm just
fundamentalist. You know,
definitely not, man. You know me. I love trading and I love the
no,
charts,
I know
but
you do.
I
That's why I found
I
it
have
funny.
a lot of risk management. And you can't call me out like that.
But no, look, because I think looking at the charts, and I know we both agree, is how we understand what's going on. I think maybe kind of the main takeaways here is just because something's going up doesn't mean it's going to keep going up forever. Crypto is the most highly volatile asset class in the world. We've had a look at that, man, a 53% correction with VeChain. That is quite substantial. Very, very that's some crazy price action. You imagine
It is.
that in the stock market.
That
It's
that
so
would be, people
yeah.
would be losing homes.
Oh man, like it's so funny that I saw this YouTuber who talks about stocks, and he was going on about how like everything's crashing, and then the sell off after a sell off every day, and like I looked like, oh my god, because I haven't looked at the stock market forever. I looked at the stock market, the S&P was down like 2%, like three
That's
percent.
crazy.
It was nothing. It's so funny, these stock people. Wow, to me, like this 53% correction is kind of nothing in my opinion. Like I'm not
And that's
worried.
the thing. It's literally risk tolerance. How much, like
Yeah,
that's so we put out those videos in hopes that you actually go and take it with a grain of salt and do your own
and
research, because
learn.
you 100%. It's not about just us saying, hey, go buy and go sell. We never say that in any of those videos. And you shouldn't listen to anybody telling you to sell or buy. You should know where your money's going. And that's what we're gonna I guess we should just start talking about VeChain right
We
now,
should
man.
probably
This
talk
is
about the chart. Yeah.
overall right now. If even if we go to the daily chart here, we'll just to get a bit of understanding on the macro level here. We have VeChain keep breaking through resistances here ever since the beginning of the year, the first month, and people have been in since it was literally way below a cent, and we're seeing massive gains. Even if I'm being conservative when I do this one, but even if I'm looking at this measurement, let's just take from this breakout over here. Let's just look at the 6 cents all the way here. $339 profit, a 339% profit. Expect people that as soon as this thing starts to kind of move down a bit, everybody's selling for profit. Not everyone is in it for the long term. And that's what's happening right now. Overall, even today, through all the fear, through all the FUD, through all the, down movement and consolidation, VeChain, for example, look how volatile this is. The
Extremely
top of the
volatile.
day is literally at the 20 cent. The bottom is at the 13 cent, and it's just fluctuating between. And this whole drop that happened today already got bought up. We're back at 18 cents like it was nothing.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind. But I know you want to talk about DMAs So
no, I'll mention some EMAs because it'll just give me an opportunity to brag because I've been mentioning on the channel for quite a long time that I think the 200 EMA, this blue line on the 6-hour, is one of the most important support levels for VeChain. Because if we look back historically, we can see that it constantly held as support 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. It held as support. So I've been saying on the channel, if you watch any of our VeChain videos, folks, I've been almost every video I say, if we ever get near this 200 EMA on the 6-hour, it's a great buy zone. We got near it. It would have been a great place to have bought. Now, something I've been expressing more and more, and we may actually get an opportunity to perhaps buy in near this thing or at this thing because I'm thinking we may be experiencing a dead cat bounce. So whenever things are correcting, they typically have a bit of a relief rally after the first leg down, and so they have a little bit of a relief rally and then go for a second leg down. And that little bit of relief rally is known as a dead cat bounce. It doesn't always happen. This may have been the bottom, but it happens more often than not, where we have a leg down, a little bit of relief rally, followed by a second leg down, and only after that second leg can things typically recover from there. So again, if we ever go anywhere near that 200 EMA on the 6-hour, it has historically proven to be a great place to dollar cost average in. And even this time around, if you would have bought it near this thing, it would have been a good spot to have gotten in. So that's my 2 cents with that email.
That cat bounce.
Yes.
You got to stop coming up with your own terminology here, man.
We should come up with our own terminology. I've been saying for a while we should.
For sure. So this is the daily chart right here. And overall, we can tell here that the RSI has been down ticking. It's been oversold for a while. It went all the way down. Now it's heading towards the oversold region, my bad. And now the MACD has been losing steam, ever since, I would say 17th of April, topped out here. And now it's turning to the negative sometime soon, which does make sense. Obviously, we lost that almost. Now it's at zero, basically. So we lost all that buying momentum again. And soon enough, we're probably going to stay here for a while. But we're seeing some buyers jump in. I'm not saying this is a great time to buy. We're not saying that. We're just saying observe what's happening in the market and see what's going on. This is literally just got bought up right away. So could be some sort of a, things are turning around for a bit. Could be, maybe it just dumps right now. We don't know that, but all we're saying, I can now for a fact know that there are buyers trying to get this right now. This is not trading activity. Yeah. So overall, our size is going down, MACD is going down. But if we go maybe I want to see if we go just the lower time frames as we move here, 12-hour chart, very nice wick to the bottom. Buyers on the market just try to push back up.
We're support right on our fib level. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but right there, just I gotta mention that. See, we're getting support right on our fib level right here. Again, just real quick here. We have the 3-2 drawn and the macro bottom, the macro top. So the fact that we're finding support right on this fib level tells us that this fib level is relevant. And we can see how historically it was. Well, I mean, that price doesn't matter, but we are currently finding support on it right now. So just a relevant support level. Doesn't mean we're going to hold it, but we could.
Don't ever cut me off again. Anyways, guys, so very good point. We are finding that support. You can see that this candle over here is trying to, go down. And then right now, where buyers are trying to push back up. How many hours is left for this one over here? 5 hours, 5 hours and 42 minutes for this 12-hour candle to close. So we want to see how that plays out. But this is nice. Like I see this is pretty good. Still, a lot of volume, more than average volume, and it's actually positive. So could be. Don't take my word for it. But if we go back now, 12-hour, we go maybe to the 4-hour chart. That's where you had your chart first on. We're seeing that right now. A lot of selling volume. We're seeing that happen. RSI is really heading towards the oversold region, and MACD here is trying to, has been kind of upticking. So we're gaining some positive momentum. My point is here, while we're going from higher time frames, going to the lower time frames, you're getting the full picture. On the daily time frames, we're seeing that it's actually bearish. We're still not oversold on the daily. But as we were seeing that those lower and mid time frames are witnessing that positive kind of momentum upwards. And usually it happens on the lower time frames and starts to translate towards those higher time frames. And this could be, this kind of zooming in on the price action on the lower time frames, and might within the next couple of days start to look nicer on the daily. But that's still, we're not putting a time frame on it, but it's just something to keep in mind here, that we're witnessing that change on very low time scale.
Yeah, and so look, there's a few things. We, like you just said, we want to see. So we're seeing a little bit of strength build up on the 4 hour here. We want to see that carry over to larger time frames. Nothing as well. We want to see Bitcoin and Ethereum stabilize. If Bitcoin and Ethereum continue to fall, it's going to take VeChain with it. So we want to see Bitcoin and Ethereum stabilize. Also, in order, if we're trying to time and gauge when VeChain could start making moves to the upside, if you've seen a little bit of an annoying red line here on the RSI, it's because I think we can very clearly draw a bit of a trend line here. You can draw this slightly different ways. Whatever way you draw this, it kind of means the same thing. There's kind of a trend line here that is acting as resistance. As soon as we break above this red trend line, and then you can draw it slightly different ways, but as soon as we start to break above it and make new highs in RSI, that could be one factor that leads to VeChain starting to break up bullishly as well. If we zoom in on price structure, I think we can start to perhaps draw a few slanted trend lines that could be valid for at least trying to guesstimate when we could start to see bullish divergence. So we can see how we can draw some sideways trend lines acting as resistance. If we start to break above these trend lines and hold above these trend lines, that's just a sign that VeChain may be reversing bullishly to the upside. So those are my thoughts with VeChain here, folks. I don't know if Messenger, you've got any thoughts there.
No, I would say that maybe the main thing we need to keep in mind here is definitely whatever's happening with Bitcoin. Bitcoin is at a very pivotal point at the moment. A lot going on. We might hold the 50, we might not. We might close below it, we might not. And that's definitely just dragging the whole market down. So keep that in mind. Yesterday, even maybe if I draw this here just to show these guys and girls what's going on. So we had this happen. And this is exactly where the buyers have been consistently coming in, so we can forecast. And what we said basically in our video yesterday, that, hey, sometime soon here, we should go back up, because technically, from a technical standpoint, this looks like a nice, ascending triangle. Obviously, buyers are coming in more aggressively, but still, we have some sort of a roof here, a zone where we can see buyers have been stepping in at this height, and somewhere here, right? So somewhere close to the 26, 27 regions where we see buyers as sellers typically come in. And you can do your own research. Ascending triangles, once we get closer to the apex, everybody's expecting a bounce above. And if you enter at the breakout and you put your stop loss here in the bottom in case this thing starts to go down, so you do some sort of a risk management, and it didn't hold. That was pretty much it. It just didn't hold, and it went all the way down. Bitcoin's driving the whole market down, and that's typically what happens. This is very textbook. It doesn't break out, goes below, comes back to retest and dumps, and that's how it usually is. When it fails to break out of what the pattern is expected to play out, and this was very bullish for VeChain. However, a lot of things are happening with Bitcoin, driving the whole market down. Unfortunately, we didn't break out. So my point is, we don't want to go too much on this, but keep in mind that things can go bad. And that's what we always try to say in those videos. And we're just looking out for you. There's a lot of other channels that are just saying, buy, sell this, you got to trade this. We never say that. Obviously, some of the titles might be, be a bit crazy.
But the titles are clickbaity on purpose. And we're very open and honest with that. Look, we're
funny. We're trying to get
we find it hilarious. Yeah, we got to be clickbait on purpose. The videos is where we give our honest thoughts and opinions, but we're also very honest again in our videos that the thumbnails and titles are 100% clickbaity just to get those views. Like again, we're not lying to you guys. We want to get some views. We want people to see our videos. I don't think that's any kind of secret, and so that's why unfortunately we have to compete and be very clickbaity. I mean, we're very honest about that.
Definitely 100%. And we're just looking out for people, and we're looking at, our hope is at the end of the day, I know it's the counter intuitive or whatever the thing might be, but we want you to end up not needing to watch us or not needing to watch anybody. So once you actually learn enough from this, you can actually do your own TA, then you're good on your own. It's a skill that you start understanding. You start looking more into risk management and how to actually, know how to exit the market, how to enter the market properly, maximize your profit while minimizing your risk. And you can actually do that. Everybody can. It's just a matter of how much you listen to random YouTubers and annoying guys like us. So, and another thing, obviously, if you're asking what is this platform we're on right now, it's called Atani. We recently just started using it, me and Brendan. It's actually pretty good, and it has a lot of use case to it. Obviously, it's all your cryptocurrencies are distributed on so many different exchanges. If you want to buy this kind of coin, you can't buy it on Binance. You can go to another exchange or whatever, depending on how your portfolio is actually distributed. Atani actually does a great job combining that on all one platform. And we've been using it. It looks pretty good and we love it actually. So, Brendan, you got a bunch of things to obviously say about it, but
yeah, sure. Look, guys, we're always trying to bring you guys helpful tools. And so we've recently partnered with Atani. They're actually now a channel sponsor. So we really like this. We want to bring it to you guys. We're going to be doing more of an in-depth review, a dedicated video on Atani, kind of explaining some of its functionality. But essentially, it's a one-stop shop for all your exchanges. Like Massim was just saying, we got a bunch of different exchanges. Atani, you can connect all of them, and you just use one dashboard to buy and sell. That way, you don't have to constantly be logging in and out of a dozen or so exchanges. You can just use Atani as your one dashboard. I mean, they also have helpful tax things. I mean, I know you, Messin, probably don't like thinking about tax as much.
No, I think, obviously tax season comes up every now and then. No one wants to deal with it, but this it's basically just taking care of that aspect for you, taxes, cryptocurrencies and all that. It's just self-generating, automatic. And, just you got to input a couple of things in there and it would actually help you out, just keeping track in general. And you don't really have to worry much about it. It's just automated. So this is for the tax side of it. But I think the biggest case is just like you said, just the one-stop shop. You're seeing the whole market here and every, if you're looking at Bitcoin right now, we just don't have Binance connected, but we have Bittrex, I guess. But overall, Binance, yeah, just Binance and this other exchange. But overall, just like Brendan said, we will have a dedicated video on this, just a quick, nice tutorial just to show you. We actually do like it. It's for traders. It's for people that want to, just track overall their cryptocurrencies. There's a lot of things here for you that we are actually excited to share with you. And, you can buy and sell through it and all that. And it's just pretty good. It's just actually, they have a bunch of other features too. So we just a new sponsor for the channel. And we love actually the fact that we are partnering in this. So you'll definitely see something coming up soon.
Yeah, folks. And look, if you like us and if you like making your life easier, check out Atani. Link for that is down in the description below. Again, folks, they have helpful things for taxes. Make your life easier with taxes. They have helpful things to track your portfolio. I'm sure many of us probably have lots of different exchange accounts. Connect it all and use and trade, buy and sell through one dashboard with Atani. So, I mean, just kind of one example of how Atani works here. So, we have a dummy account here. VeChain's breaking out. So let's say we want to FOMO buy into VeChain. We have, it's going up. We got to chase the green candle, folks. You want to chase.
Put out a $50.
Yeah. Okay. So let's say we want to FOMO buy right now. You'd go to a VeChain here. You would want to. Well, first you would want to go to buy. Right. I think that would help. So yeah, we got to FOMO quick. So let's say 75% of our portfolio, $35 worth. You go to buy, and then.
Voila, and then, disappeared.
And then voila, it's gone. Poof. No, we're kidding. It usually just takes a second to show up. There we go. Our VeChain is in our portfolio.
There you go, folks.
Yeah, that's how you if you're gonna FOMO buy or panic sell, do it with Atani. Link for everything is down in the description below.
Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day.
Take care.